first superstar who screamed at me. Na brother zone ako nito eh.
Pag-usapan natin mga nakaraan at ngayon, ikwento muli ang mga nagdaan kahapon. We can laugh and cry as we reminisce the times, talk about the highs and lows of life. Umagos ang buhay, dumaloy ang panahon, maraming pagbabagong humubog sa atin noon. Blessings came and lessons made us strong. Let our story shine and be an inspiration. Kahit saan, kahit kailan, I'll always be there, sabihin mo lang. Always remember, whatever happens, rain or shine, friends tayo. Friends tayo. Rain or shine, friends tayo.
Hello friends! Welcome to the Snooky Serna channel. It's our 3rd anniversary month, kaya naman po espesyal po ang ating bisita ngayon. Kung batang 80s ka, imposibleng hindi mo siya makikilala. Siguradong naaalala niyo po ang phenomenal 80s film na Bagets. He started as a teen heartthrob and grew into one of the country's most respected recording and concert artists. His is a voice that defined the soundtrack of the 80s and the passion that still inspires today. And he is celebrating his 60th birthday with a concert. Na-excited na ako dyan. I'm excited. The one and only Raymond Lauchengco.
Thank you so much.
Hi,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me, Snooky. And I'm honored to be here with you. And happy
The honor
anniversary
is
on your
ours.
show.
Thank you. It's our 3rd anniversary. Pero bago ang lahat, nakapag-subscribe na ba kayo? Kung hindi pa, please subscribe. Of course, like, share, and please don't skip the ads. Thank you. Mon, kamusta ka naman? How
I'm
have
good.
you been?
I'm good. I'm very excited. So excited to turn 60 years old because I cannot wait to turn into a senior baguette.
Exactly. That's wonderful.
A senior
totoo.
baguettes.
Kita nyo naman, very apt, no? Because senior bagets na bagets yung itsura ni Raymond.
I'm so excited. You know, I'm excited for the
We get all the
discounts. I'm excited for the special line.
Exactly.
You know, this idea that you can go to the mall and get a mobility scooter. You know, beep, beep. I love
That's
that.
exciting.
I love that.
I'm looking forward to that too. Why not?
Yeah, so this part of the celebration is we're doing a concert called Everybody Loves Raymond at the theater at Soler, which is actually a salubong. My birthday is on the 29th. So I want to turn 60 with them as soon as midnight strikes, di ba? It'll
That's
probably
cute.
strike while we're doing the meet and greet after the show. And joining me are the megastar, Sharon. Sharon will be there. Sharon discovered me, by the way.
Megastar.
So she will be
Talaga
there.
ba?
Yeah. Acoustic icon Ice Segura will be singing
Ice.
with me and sharing the stage with me. Plus we have bombastic senior
Who is this bombastic senior?
Mitch Valdez,
Tita Mitch.
who will be giving me tips
exciting.
on how to navigate this new normal of being a senior.
Oh, that's going to be
know?
wacky.
So plus 2 more guests that we are going to announce later on.
That's exciting.
It's going to be a fun big celebration.
Last year you did a concert.
Yes.
It was entitled Just Got Lucky.
Just got lucky. My 40th anniversary. Also at the theater at Soler.
And one, it was very successful. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Ano yung difference nung concert mo last year? Anong flair naman bibigay mo here?
Well, that was more about my 40 years in show business, particularly the singing, particularly Bagets. I think this milestone this year, the 60th birthday, is bigger in the sense na mas malawak yung narrative. It's about looking back through all those 60 years and just saying thank you and acknowledging all the influences in my career as a singer. From being a choir boy at age 11, from discovering what it was like to do musical theater at the age of 12, to doing movies and recording when I was 18. But you know, that's a wonderful thing about turning 60. Ang ganda ng buwelo to be able to look back all those moments where God just took you by the hand and guided you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Your showbiz roots started in musical theater. You mentioned earlier, Mon.
Correct. Snooky, before that, I actually wanted to become a brain surgeon.
Ah, wow. No.
Okay? Kasi 80s yun eh. Well, early, no.
Brainy
no.
naman kasi ito si Raymond, eh. Cerebral
You know, at that
person.
time, you were supposed to be a doctor.
In the family, you're a family
or-
of professionals, doctors.
My dad was a teacher.
Oh.
My mom worked for the president of Makati Medical.
gosh. Ah.
You know,
The influence.
and he was a brain surgeon.
That's why.
So I looked up to him, talagang idol. So I figured, I want to be like him. I want to be a brain surgeon.
Right.
But then when I was 12 years old, eto na. Actually, my only role as a 12 years old was to serve as the chaperone of my elder sister Menchu.
Menchu.
Okay.
Ay, Menchu.
So,
I'm a fan.
bodyguard ako niyan. She would bring me everywhere. And one day, sabi niya, alika, samahan mo ako. So she dragged me. Yung pala, pumunta kami sa auditions ng Repertory Philippines. Yung production nila ng
Production,
King and I. With Lea Salonga, Senator Risa Ontiveros, Monique Wilson. Of course, hindi pa sila sikat noon, no? But that's the show where they first came out in show business. And dun sa auditions, I thought again, chaperone lang ako. Pala, my sister, my crazy sister, played a prank on me. Humingi siya ng 2 audition forms.
Okay.
At dun sa pangalawang audition form, she wrote my name and she signed my signature. Eto na. I got the best role possible for a kid. I got to play the part of doon kasi sa King and I, si Anna, yung love interest ni King, may anak si Louie. Ako si Louie.
Wow.
When the curtain opens, the show starts, I'm the one who starts the show by singing, I whistle a happy tune. Ako yun. My sister Menchu naman, who dragged me there and pranked me,
Yeah.
hindi niya gusto yung role na napunta sa kanya.
Ano yung
Chorus.
As a chorus.
So she quit and she left me there.
The rest is history. And
The rest is
recording,
history.
paano mo naman napasok ang industriya ng recording?
That is because of our dear friend Sharon Cuneta.
Shall we?
She was actually a student of my father sa international school. My father was vice principal there. And syempre sa desk niya may mga pictures. Nag-stand out yung picture ko kasi ako yung only son. So andun yung mami ko, yung 3 kapatid na babae. Ako yung only son, lalaki. So syempre nag-stand out, napansin ni Sharon, and she goes, sino yan, senyor? She called my father senyor because he was her Spanish teacher. Next thing I knew, Sharon had asked to meet me, and she took me to Viva to meet Boss Vic. Next thing I knew, I was already appearing in her movies, and I already had a contract with Vico Records. It was Sharon who
This
opened
film
the
was
doors
Cross
for
My
me.
Heart.
My first movie was Cross My Heart. Yes, with Sharon
With
and
Sharon
Roel Santiago.
and Roel Santiago, no
Yeah,
less.
yeah.
What was that experience like, Mon? Can you take us back to that?
Sa teatro kasi, we would tatanggap kami ng script mga 3 months before. So, pwede naming aralin, pwede
Correct.
naming i-memorize.
That's right.
Sa pelikula pala, hindi ganon.
Parang impromptu. In a
I
way.
only got my lines the day of.
Oh my
I
gosh.
kept on asking, where's my script? Where's my script? And they kept on telling me, relax ka lang. Relax ka lang. Oh my God. Relax ka lang. Ba, natanggap ko yung script doon na sa set. First day. And my lines were kilometric. Because I was supposed to be this genius boyfriend of Sharon Cuneta. Na chess ako ng chess. At sumasama siya sa akin. And, you know, she wanted to do romantic things, pero ako chess ako ng chess. Super intelligent. That
cute
was my
ng
role.
role.
And the
Parang
lines were
nerdy-nerdy.
kilometric, as in maybe 2-3 pages
Oh
in
my
a script.
gosh.
I said, how am I gonna memorize this on the day itself? Don't worry, meron kaming idiot board.
Ah, okay.
So that was my first exposure in a movie. Nagbabasa ako ng idiot board. So feeling ko, am I an idiot?
You know, I was asked to contribute a poem to our school paper, and I'm writing about the moon. I guess it's the romantic in me.
What's so romantic about an ordinary celestial body? I know everything about it. The moon is 238,857 miles away from the Earth. Now, because of its elliptical orbit, the moon reaches a minimum distance, or perigee, of 221,463 miles and a maximum distance, or apogee, of 252,710 miles.
Did you ever imagine that your film Bagets would define a generation?
No. Sa totoo lang, I thought we were just having fun. We were just playing. But you know, in retrospect, Snooky, I think that's one of the reasons why the film was so effective. Kasi yung acting namin as friends, Hindi yun acting.
Totoo
We
yun,
really
ha?
liked each
You really
other.
clicked.
We really clicked. First day pa lang, nag-click talaga kami.
Another generation-defining movie was Hot Shots.
That's right. That's right.
Tell me about that, please.
And you know, your director, si Bam, was correct in saying it was ahead of its time. Because that was directed by
Jeric Soriano.
Jeric Soriano. And at that time, he
Tito
was
Jeric.
the most popular and most sought-after director for commercials.
Right.
And he was the one who started itong music video treatment.
MTV.
Oh, he was the one who started that in the Philippines. In fact, after Hot Shots, he became busier and more sought after because everybody now in the advertising world wanted to get him for the touch that he had. Yeah.
Yung pagiging teen idol mo, Mon, how did it shape the kind of artist that you became later on?
Actually, when I realized I was a teen idol, it kind of made me reflect. Because I realized I had to work harder than other actors. Because pag teen idol ka, ang tinitingnan yung gaano ka cute.
Totoo
O gaano
naman.
ka matinee idol.
Exactly.
Hindi tinitingnan yung trabaho. So sabi ko,
in a
if I
lot of
want to be a
ways.
good actor, I have to work harder
Exactly.
para mapansin yung trabaho.
Tama,
Hindi
tama.
lang yung
Looks mo.
kung ano man yung nakikita nila.
Masu question na tayo.
Sure.
From your co-host in GMA Super Show, Mon.
Okay.
Guess who this is?
Okay.
Surprise.
Hi Raymond, how are you? Okay, this is my question. Sa mga female co-hosts ng Jimmy Super Show noon, tell me sino ang pinaka-crush mo?
You know naman my wife is in the studio, no? No? To be honest, I had a crush on Gretchen. Yeah, when we started, I mean, she's so pretty,
Totoo
right?
naman.
And then later on, I had a crush on Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then it's funny because GMA Super Show was so long. It's like 3 hours. So, right after Jackie Lou Blanco had lunch, we would pretend like we were married.
Who's this?
Kami ni Jackie.
Kayo ni Jackie.
Oh, wala lang. Just to entertain ourselves. Kasi ang haba ng show eh.
Your first hit was I Need You Back,
was.
composed by the Odette Quesada.
That's right. Yan ang isa sa mga happy accidents na
Paano-
ikikwento ko sa
how did
concert
that
ko.
happen?
Marami kasing
Ako,
happy accidents sa
kwento
buhay
natin
ko
yan.
na that led me to show business kasi hindi ko talaga akalain that I will end up in show business. I Need You Back is one of them.
Okay.
Kasi you remember singles, okay?
Yeah.
Diba?
Parang naalala ko pa yan.
45s.
45.
May side A tsaka may side
Yeah.
B. Ang side A, yan yung carrier single.
Okay.
Yan yung pinopromote. Radio stations, TV, etc., etc.,
Right.
etc. Yun yung ginagastusan. Side B, ano lang yun? Filler.
Filler
Para
na
magamit yung kabilang side.
para
Sayang
hindi
yung
sayang.
vinyl, di ba?
That's true.
Pampapuno lang.
Tama.
Eh, hindi nagandahan yung mga radio stations sa side A. So it was getting very, very poor playback, matawag doon. Until one station decided, they went rogue. They started to play side B. And people started like it, and they started to call it in. Well, that's what happened to I Need You Back.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be played until one radio station started it. Sumunod na ang lahat.
Diba?
And before we
Katuwa
knew it,
naman.
it became
Become
my first
a big
hit by
hit.
Odette Quesada, who
First
was my
hit.
classmate in college.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Small world. Can you sing a few lines naman from that? Okay
If
lang.
I showed what you really meant to me, maybe then you'd still be a part of me. I was wrong not to let you know this feeling that's so hard for me to show.
Ganda. After your first hit came So It's You naman and Farewell.
Yeah.
Mga hits din yan. What do these songs mean to you na today?
Nowadays, Snooky, 40 years later, I realize how special that song is because it became the theme song of people as they fell in love for the first time. But not only that, nowadays, I'm being requested to sing it as people celebrate their
Anniversaries.
renewal of vows and anniversaries. You know, from first love, naging 10-year anniversary, 20, 30, 40.
What does it say? It's
So
timeless, right? It evolved.
The song evolves
That's true.
into a deeper kind of love.
Exactly.
Na it makes the promise na I will be here for you all throughout, despite anything that life has to throw our way. Because you are the one that I have waited for all this time. So it's you I've been waiting for so long. So it's you, where were you all along? Very special moments, these will always be with me. We are here, you and I. Everybody. We belong.
Yay!
Yung
Lauchengco.
farewell nakakatuwa, Snooky, because akala ko, you know how it is with hit songs, you record it once, it becomes a hit once, and then syempre, all good things have an expiration date, di ba? So akala ko ganun din ang magiging, nung naging hit ang farewell, akala ko ganun din. Hindi ko akalain that every year it would come back to life.
Totoo
Because
naman,
every year,
totoo
ginagamit pa rin siya sa graduation ceremonies, ganyan-ganyan.
Yes.
Or retirement parties, that sort of thing. Pati nga sa
Wonderful.
cruise ship, ginagamit. When it's time to say, at the end of the cruise, no? So, it was, wow, such a huge honor for me to lend my voice to that song again by Odette Casada. Farewell to you, my friends. Before you ask me to sing it, unahan na kita. We'll see each other again. Don't cry, 'cause it's not the end of everything. I may be miles away, but this is where my heart will stay with you, my friends, with you.
Ganda. Natuto ka sa akin, Mon, ha?
Of course.
Nagka-concert tayo,
Of
no?
course. Ever since we did those shows in Canada.
Mon, they don't know that. Mon, trivia.
My first concert
show
abroad.
ni Raymond
Actually,
abroad.
ensemble kami. Bert Marcelo,
Niyo
tadadan, Raymond Lauchengco,
Janet
and
Basco.
Snooky
Serna.
And I had a crush on this one at that time. Because everybody naman my age had a crush on this one, right? And we sang, Hindi ko alam kung bakit ka ganyan. Mahirap kausapin at di pa namamansin. Mahal kita, hindi to That was our duet together. We did it in Canada, in Vancouver, in Winnipeg.
Ang lakas ng loob mo, no?
No, people loved her.
They were clamoring for it. What could I do?
It was such a
Mon?
thrill because syempre Snooky was the biggest star
Joke lang yan,
in the group. So, siya palagi yung highlight.
You had a Tagalog classic hit from the late, great George Canseco, Saan Darating ang Umaga.
I
Ano
did.
naman ang kwento behind that?
I only found out the day before that I was going to sing it.
Really?
That was my first movie with Maricel Soriano. And tinawag ako ni Boss Vic sa office niya. So, punta ako sa office and he goes, Raymond, total, nasa pelikula ka na, ikaw na rin kumanta ng theme song.
Theme song.
Parang buy one, take one. But I was honored. But he goes, kailangan galingan mo because ang composer nito is George Canseco.
Di ba, known this?
Nayanig ako, di ba? Exactly, no less than George Canseco. So I said, Boss Vic, kailan po ang recording nito? Bukas na. Ha? Again, di ba? Nabulaga ako because sanay ako sa teatro na
Right.
3 buwan.
Prepared and,
Oo, prepared.
Hindi
Sabi ko,
last
Boss,
minute.
how am I gonna learn this song overnight? Huwag ka mag-alala. He opens his drawer, gives me a study tape. Sabi ko, sige boss. I went to my car, saksak agad because there was a cassette player in the car. Normally, when you get a cassette tape, yung expectation mo is, may nagigitara, may nagpapiano, di ba? Study, may kumakanta. Para matutunan mo yung lyrics, tsaka yung melody. Ito wala. Walang gitara, walang piano. Ano lang siya? George Canseco, pinipito niya yung buong kanta from beginning
What's
to
pito?
end.
Yung parang
Whistle.
bini-whistle niya?
Whistle. Pinito niya yung buong kanta. Sabi ko, wow, how am I gonna learn this, right? Sabi ko, okay, I'll just skip my last class tomorrow, UP. I'll go early, mga 2 hours early to Cinema Audio. Naalala mo Cinema Audio?
Kasi cinema audio, oo.
To record. So dumating ako sa Cinema Audio,
Cinema Audio?
nakita ko kaagad si George Canseco. Wow, George Canseco. So lumapit ako sa kanya to introduce myself. I said, Sir, ako po si Raymond Lauchengco. Ako po yung kakanta ng song niyo today. And he looked at me and he smiled. Ikaw ba si Raymond? Sige, iho, maupo ka muna dahil sinusulat ko pa yung kanta. Ay, ngayon ang recording nito, di ba? Of course, yun ang nasa isip ko. So, umupo ako doon, freak out talaga ako. And I could watch from the corner of my eye, there was another small studio, and he was writing it. And then
Henyo, no?
Henyo. And I'm so glad God allowed it to happen that way, because I saw the genius of George Canseco. In 30 minutes, bumalik siya, he handed me a yellow pad of paper. Ayun, kompleto na.
In 30 minutes.
It was complete in his head. All he had to do was write it
Write
down.
it down.
Yeah. Darating ba siyang kasama ka? Masasalubong man lang ba kita? Subalit ako'y mag-aalala kung ako ay mahal mo pa. And I learned that song. I had to learn that song on the spot, note for note, word for word.
Grabe. What was going through your mind at
Fear.
that time? Fear.
Absolute fear.
So the motivation was fear,
The motivation was to survive.
To survive
To
that
survive.
moment.
Because this is George Canseco.
But you
know?
did it with flying colors naman. There was a time naman that you were pitted against Martin and Gary. How did that feel that you were, parang pinaglalaban-laban kayong tatlo? Like kami naman noon, I remember Maricel, Dina, Sharon.
I guess it cannot be helped. And I first discovered that. It was unfortunate.
Yeah.
It was unfortunate. And at that time kasi we were so young. We're impressionable. And you have all these adults around you saying, kailangan talunin mo to.
Tama
Kailangan
naman.
mas magaling ka
Truthfully,
dito.
totoo.
Kailangan ganyan. And because you're young and impressionable, maniniwala ka.
Affected ka.
Thing is, Snooky, I've seen so many people crushed because of this.
That's true.
Because as you grow older, you realize, teka muna, hindi Olympics itong sinalian ko. Hindi ito boxing.
Tama.
Hindi ito competition. This is a journey. Kanya-kanyang journey tayo eh.
That's true. You have evolved na, Mona, from being an actor to singer to director. You're also a photographer. You're also into sculpting. What part of this journey challenged you the most naman, Mon?
Every part of that had its own challenge, and that's what attracted me to these things. Diba? Other people kasi, they see a goal and they go straight towards it. Ako, yung goal ko, nakikita ko, pero parang siyang highway na pag meron ako yung nakita maganda dito sa kanan.
Why not? Detour ka ng konti.
Detour ako ng konti. Ganun sa kaliwa. Photography, directing, kung ano-ano. And then I'd always go back naman to singing kasi that's my first love. But all of these things possess challenges that I wanted to learn from and see if I could do.
Mona, time buzzer question number 2.
Ano
From
naman
your
yun?
co-host
Okay.
na naman. Another co-host.
Hi, Raymond! Kung may babalik mo ang panahon, ano kaya yung mga bagay na gagawin mo o hindi mo gagawin for the sake of your career?
It's a beautiful
Otherwise.
question. It's a beautiful question. And Jackie is a beautiful person. But, what can you do? Number one, you cannot go back.
That's true.
Number two, we're all destined to make mistakes.
Tama.
Diba? So, for me to think back, what should I have done, what should I have not, it's not very
Futile,
productive
no?
because you can't do that. And no matter which way you go, you're going to make mistakes anyway.
That's true.
So, just learn from it. Diba? That's why you made a mistake, so that you can learn from it.
What still excites you every time you step on stage or face the camera?
The audience.
The
audience.
totoo, no?
The best part of when I'm on stage, the best thing is being in front of the audience. And I realize it's not because I like to sing. It's not about the singing. It's about the people for whom I sing. That's why now, on my 60th year on Earth, I decided to do something I haven't done in a long time. I recorded a new single. It's called My Favorite Story. Because, eto nga, 60 years na ako, I look back and I realized that the most special thing about my life has been the people in it. Yun ang napaka-extraordinary sa buhay ko. My family, my friends, plus every single person that I have connected with through music.
Mo, gusto namin balikan yung mga ibang records, yung mga records mo. Ang tawag natin dito sa part ng aming channel, For the Record. Raymond, 1983.
Yeah, my first.
Gwapo naman, Raymond. Anong story behind that record?
That was the album that contained I Need You Back. And at that time, kung tignan niyo yung mga laman ng kanta, medyo confusing. Because Vicor wanted me to be a young Julio Iglesias. If you see this record, you'll see the repertoire. Half of it was the old soul that they wanted to project for me. And the other half was eto na. I Need You Back. Farewell. So It's You. So, it was an interesting album kasi naglalaban yung dalawang side of Raymond.
Correct.
Oh!
Dream Boy, 1984.
Yes. You know, that album, yung cover niyan, at that time, yung graphics, that was ahead of its time kasi wala pang computer. So, they had to take a full shot of each section. Full shot lahat yan. Tapos pinuputol yan, mano-mano. And then they put it all together and took another picture of all of these strips.
Oh my
pictures.
goodness, talaga. So,
Talagang
isa-isang
Isa-isang analog, super analog. And
effort din talaga. Ang ganda.
this was the album that contained Kapag Puso'y Sinugatan of Willie Cruz. This was also the album that contained Shadow of Time from Hot Shots. Okay,
Rated
that was an attempt because at that time everybody was saying, Raymond, ano ka ba naman? Masyado kang wholesome. You're so boring. You're so perfect. Ganyan. So again, young me, nakinig sa mga adults, you know, try something dangerous, try something offbeat. Sige na nga, okay, magpaka-James Dean ka. So that's what I say. You have to be authentic.
Self-titled, Raymond ganda ng picture.
Okay, this one
Raymond
was the
Lauchengco.
20th anniversary of Vicor. You like the picture?
2005.
That was photographed by my wife, Mia.
Mia, ganda. I love the photo.
That's where I re-recorded Saan Darating ang Umaga. Because the first time I recorded it, feeling ko I didn't give it justice to the song. Kasi I only learned it on the spot. So when Vicor asked me to record another album, I said, please let me do Saan Darating ang Umaga again.
Full
circle. This was one of my favorite albums because it was a brilliant idea. And you know whose brilliant idea it was? My wife's. She said, why don't you do an album na puro 80s pero big band? So I did Just Got Lucky, Together in Electric Dreams, Head Over Heels, pero lahat big band.
Diba? Ang
So,
ganda ng touch.
that was my wife's idea.
Thanks, Mon. Now we go to pick a name.
Okay. Gary V. Gary V. I have known Gary since we were both, I think he was about 14 and I was 13. And we were doing a musical together at the Cultural Center. Oliver. And he played the artful Dodger. And I was also in the cast. So I have known Gary since we were boys. Yeah. Martin Rivera. See, Martin, I love this guy.
Oh,
He is one of the
kindest.
most generous people. One of the nicest guys
That's
that I
true.
know.
That's true, I agree.
When I grow up, I want to be like this guy. Aga Mulak.
Si Aga, si Morning.
I love this guy. I love him. Aga Mulak. The guy has no sense of time.
That's true.
No sense of time. He's late for anything. But he's so charming, you know? And he's a good actor. He's a good actor. You forgive him for having no sense of time. Maricel Soriano.
Si
Maricel Soriano. The first superstar who screamed at me. I will never forget that.
Really?
Yes.
Ano? Why?
Saan darating ang umaga? First shooting day. Kasi it's supposed to be boyfriend-girlfriend kami. I was supposed to be her boyfriend. She was supposed to be my girlfriend. We had never met. We were going to meet on the first shooting
Oh
day.
my goodness.
Thank you.
Snack tayo? Package deal, ano?
Okay.
Isusoli ko muna to. Baka makulong pa tayo.
So sabi ko, wow, ang laki ng pressure on that
Tama.
first shooting day.
Totoo.
Kailangan maganda yung meeting
Right,
namin.
but, correct.
To build chemistry from
Right.
there. Na-late ako. Na-late ako kasi binigyan ako ng 2 call slips. Ng Viva at saka Vicor.
Kasi
Sabi ni
naalala
Vicor, 2 o'clock, nasa Ali Mall ka para kumanta. Ali Mall. Sabi ni
si Ali
Viva,
Mall.
2 o'clock, nasa UP ka to shoot with Maricel. Sabi ko, anong gagawin ko? Parehong 2 o'clock on the same day.
Tama.
Sabi ni Vicor, mauna ka sa live, sumunod ka sa filming. Total, 1 oras lang naman yung kanta, promo lang. So, I listened to them. So, pagdating ko sa set, lahat sila galit. I was like 2 hours late. Lahat sila galit. Walang kumakausap sa
Understandably
akin.
naman. So, they didn't know the real score.
No, they didn't know until finally I went to Mario de los Reyes. I explained. And then, okay, si Mario naman, mabait din yan eh. So he goes, oh, sige, just don't do it again. But you better talk to Maria because she's really upset with you. First shooting day, di ba? Kailangan magkainlaban kami. So, punta ako sa dressing room niya, kumatok ako. Nakita ko si Maricel, naka-turned away, looking at the mirror. So I approached, I started to explain, Maricel, I'm so sorry, ganito yung nangyari. Before I could say anything, she turned around, she goes, bakit ka nag-i-Ingles? Freak out ako. So I continued to say, I'm sorry. She stood up and she faced me and she goes, ano pa nga ba? And she walked out of the room and banged the door. Ganon siya kagalit. Because she's super disciplined. She is never late. I'm never late also. Nagkataon lang that I got those 2 call slips. So there I was. I didn't know whether to cry or to run away or to go home. Kumatok na naman. Somebody came inside, sir, eto na, we need pictures for publicity.
Oh my
Well,
goodness.
huh? You want to take pictures now? She hates me. Pero wala kang choice. So lumabas ako, put your arm around her. Put my arm around her. Smile! Diba? But after that, she forgave me.
Good friends
We
naman.
became friends. Ate Shawi.
Si Sharon.
She was my biggest crush. I had it bad for her. I used to go to sleep listening to her songs with my Walkman headphones.
Sharon ngayon, alam mo na. Sharon.
Yeah. Kaso na brother zone ako nito eh.
Brother Zone.
Oo, umpisa pa lang.
Kakakilig naman yun. Now may backstory ako while we're watching. Kung makakausap mo si Lord, anong sasabihin mo sa kanya para pasalamatan mo siya?
I would say sorry. I would say sorry because all the times I misunderstood. Kasi now that I look back in my life, I see all the mistakes. I also see some of the things that I did right. And I can see how He saved me from so many situations. So first, I would say sorry that I did not realize that at the time. And then I would proceed to say thank you because ang dami kong nakikita ngayon na so obvious to me that those were the moments that God's hand was moving in my life.
Thanks, Juan.
Thank you, Snooks.
Words to ponder from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. For God hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of a sound mind. Amen. Juan, with your permission,
Yes.
I would like to thank my sponsors.
Oh, yeah.
Napakabait itong mga taong to. Talagang they've been with us since day one. Jill Stewart Imported Eyewear. Miss Ace Nepomuceno Siyang, thank you so much po. Omdent Dental Center. Karutura Jewelry. Hair Shaft Salon, Mia Maison Home Fragrances, and Bambi Fuentes Hair and Makeup Studio. Of course, gusto ko rin mag-hello kay Lucy Britannico of Hair Shaft. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, guys. Juan, I have a little something for you from Mia
Thank
Maison.
you.
Mia, I hope you like it.
Oh, it has Mia's name.
Yeah.
Wow. Mia
Especially,
Maison.
di ba, for Mia Maison.
Thank you so
Pinsadya
much.
namin yan,
Thank you so
Mia.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And,
Wonderful.
Juan, I hope you like our fruit basket.
I
May
do.
mabigat.
I do. Thank you.
Thank you. Guys, if you liked our episode today, please like, share, and subscribe. Salamat po sa lahat ng mga nakapag-subscribe na. Juan, would you like to invite our audience,
Yes,
our
ladies and
friends?
gentlemen, I hope to see you at my 60th birthday concert. Everybody Loves Raymond with the megastar Sharon, Ice Seguera, Mitch Valdez. Tickets are available at Ticket World. Hope you can get your tickets soon. I'll see you there.
Thanks, Mon.
Thank you. I enjoyed that so much.
Real talent never fades. It only grows deeper with time. Maraming salamat sa iyo, Raymond, for inspiring us with your journey and your music. Ito po si Snooky Serna. Maraming salamat po sa patuloy ninyong suporta at pagmamahal. And always remember that whatever happens, rain or shine, friends po tayo. Thank you. God bless you guys. And we hope to see you soon. Thank you.